What's going on, guys? I'm the Diablo enthusiast here bringing another Hammerdin gameplay commentary, and this time I want to talk about what is probably not the most efficient magic run, but is definitely what I like to farm, right? This is kind of what keeps me sane, because the grind in Diablo 2 is extreme, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. No matter what their method, you will be grinding forever. So, quick overview of gear. Shaco, Enigma, budget amulet, spirit, very nice spirit, crappy Heart of the Oak, standard mage fist, Stone of Jordan, arachnid, some random FCR ring, and then Alder's Advance to cap off the fire resistance. Crappy Annie, kind of a weird torch, and pretty good Geeds. Alright, so let's jump right in. What makes this run different for me than some others is I don't really think the Hammerdin is the most efficient class to farm most things. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you what area I think is the best for Hammerdin to farm that you couldn't farm better with somebody else. Chaos is farmed better than better by a lightning source. 200 FCR sources are probably better for running keys. Javazon's better for cows. Blizzard source is better for ancient tunnels. You know, the list goes on. Hammerdin may be one of the better solo Bale runners. And that might be about it. But, even it's kind of up for debate, because killing the Magic Immune Act 2 mercs kind of sucks. So, where the Hammerdin kind of shines, in my opinion, particularly if you go for the 125 FCR breakpoint. Whoops. Alright, well, that was a bad teleport. For those of you that don't know farming the Countess, you always go left. So you spawn to the map, go left. Doesn't always work. Sometimes 3 lefts make a right, but for the most part, this is the quickest way to navigate the tower. You start to run enough of these, confirmation bias will be like, no, it's not always just going left. Sometimes I hit these dead ends. I'm like, that's 100% true, but you're just more likely to remember the ones that annoy you than the averages. So, already down to level 3. Countess, of course, we're going for Terror Keys. Decent Ruin drops. Go Ruin. It's decent than the average drop, for sure. We're here, so we'll knock out a couple ghosts. I like to swing back through here, hit the chests and the armor racks. You get a good drop table from these things. Nothing this time, though. Ghost mob, it's worth killing for me. Unique ghosts have a higher chance of dropping ruins than other classes, but nothing this time. Okay. So, we're done here. Hit vigor, start actually running, back to walking. Better block chance if you're walking. With vigor, I move so fast anyway for the most part that I don't see a huge need to run most of the time unless I'm in town. I'd rather just keep my block rate. Big goals for this character right now are we don't have a CTA on swap, so we would love to get a call to arms for battle orders. That's the most impactful item we can possibly get, which we have an Ohm in the stash, which is pretty awesome, but we don't have a Vex. So we need to farm some Ist ruins to get up to Vex. By trading, I don't plan to transmute them. That's not the most efficient way to get there. Or maybe a Vex will drop. The highest rune I've had drop is an Ohm, which didn't say it count. It was dropped by my buddy who was rushing me, but he was feeling generous because he finds a lot more high runes than I do. So he said I could keep it. You know, my thanks to my friend that allowed that. I don't know if he wants his name here on the recording, but super nice of him. ID this. IK belt. Alright, so far we're up a co. Once again, we don't actually expect to find anything, frankly, because this is Diablo 2. There's no method I could farm that would be like, oh, that'll get me a good item. It's not a thing. So in Act 2, Duriel sucks. I do not farm Duriel because finding the right tomb sucks. Arcane's a great farm, but for Hammerdin, I'm not a huge fan. Now, there's a chance that's an angelic ring, but I have tons and tons of angelic rings and not enough amulets to match my ring set, so we're going to keep it moving. We're only here to kill the summoner. If we wanted to kill this for runes, we would play a different class once again. Something like a Javazon with an infinity would be great. Anything with an infinity is pretty great. Hit the chest. They actually have pretty good loot tables. I think I've got an Ist from a chest before over here. Of course, you're going to find people that have found way better items, but That's true of anything that's RNG, right? Alright. So, go up here. There's the summoner. You hate? Nope, rare antlers. Which we'll take. The odds of this being better than Jalala's is extremely slim. Interesting, but not good. Okay. Off to Travenical, because Council has a great rune drop table. Council's arguably the most efficient thing to farm in the game for high runes. If you're strong enough to do it without getting killed, which is harder than it sounds. Council's actually strong, and Hydras do way more damage than you expect. Yeah, my Merc might die here, so I'm gonna... My Merc is amped. Just gonna step him back here for a minute. Keep him alive. If he dies, it's not a big deal. The Council drops so much gold. But apparently not much else on this run, so... Alright, we're out of here. Back to the waypoints. Off to Travenical. Excuse me, out of Travenical down to Durance of Hate level 2. This is for Mephisto. And my favorite thing about this is I'm the type of player that gets super frustrated if I don't find any good drops for like 2 months at a time and then get something really good. I am not that type of farmer. Even if that is the more efficient way to farm, it makes me crazy because it feels like my repetitive actions just aren't going to anything. Oh my gosh, we got a crappy Durance. So you're supposed to go left from the waypoint, which is objectively correct for most of the map spawns, but my going left didn't find the Durance this time, so now I have to go back through and try to figure out where it got tucked. It's probably another one of those couple lefts make a right. So it's always super frustrating when that happens, but what are you gonna do? So teleporting all over the place. Probably refresh Holy Shield here once we get down a level. Okay. Yo, this turn sucks, man. Look at this. Explored most of the map, we haven't found it. See, this is what I mean. Like, what is this? Ugh. I actually wish that map hack wasn't cheating. I actually think the randomized maps doesn't actually contribute to my gameplay experience at all. It just makes me crazy. Alright. Alright, so taking some beating here. Alright. So we're a little bit hurt after running all these areas. Also, Hydras, like I said, totally busted. Alright. So I like to hit these chests as I circle the area. Okay, we'll kill these guys just because they're a champion pack. It's worth it to me for the 3 seconds for the drop odds on them. Another council member. Take the rejuve in case I need it. Nothing. Oh, lacerated plate. That is an elite armor. Gray. Poopy. It's not ethereal, and more importantly, it has 1 socket, so it's truly useless. Down Mephisto. Essence? Or nothing. Nothing's great, too. Let's go over here. So far, we found no keys. Kind of a bummer. No keys and Mal rune from the chest. Alright. Now it's a great run. Which unfortunately isn't exactly what I'm trying to demonstrate here with this method, but let's tap Jamala here. Get keen to ID the charm. Trash. Alright. Off to Arcane Sanctuary. My favorite place to farm in the game. Super cool area. Arcane Sanctuary and Chaos are easily the places I think are the coolest places to farm. So I'm not a kill everything guy anymore. It just takes too long. So I kind of just kill everything in my path. It's more efficient just to come through here and straight seal pop it, honestly, but not really how I like to do it. I'd rather do it a little bit slower. I find that just a little more fun, and having fun is obviously why we're here. But more importantly, it keeps me sane. There's a lot of repetition without a lot of reward in ARPGs. It's just the genre, so you gotta find things that just make you happy even without drops. Of course, right now we found a Mal and a Co. So I'd say this is a pretty decent run overall. Oops. Okay, I can't click. There we go. And we'll hit this. All right, let's do a little bit of walking hammers. All right. Take an ID scroll here just for convenience. Back out and around. Okay, decent pack here. Spin to win. You come to think of it, I actually don't have a base for the Heart of the Oak, which not a super expensive thing, really. Just a random flail. I'm sure I'll find it. A little bit of walking hammers to hit different angles. Not the most efficient way to do it, once again, but it works, and I like it. Up here. A little redemption here. Okay, we're full. Or decrep. It's bad for my merc, so be careful. Did you see that? My merc just got beat down. Alright, it's kind of my fault for not tanking for him. So let's go back and Vigor over here. Kane, ID, Resurrect. Move too quick. Alright. Got a minute here. Let me run down, make some sales, recoup some of that gold from the merc. Trash. 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 Wait, actually, did that go to the shop? Ah, lower resists. Necromancer only, though. I needed a lower resist one with charges. Whoops. Oh. Okay, we're out of here. Drink that, because it's not the full rejuve. I don't collect mini rejuves anymore. It's so funny, my merc just died instantly. Excuse me. Assault helmet, we will pick that one up. Just trying to get in here with my merc a little bit more so he's less likely to die. Now, once I properly gear this merc, that will be less apt to happen. His weapon is fantastic, and his Andes is fine, but this is not a good armor for a merc. This is a random... Treachery's great, but that is a terrible base for a merc. I brought that over from another character. I'm out of currency right now, so once again, I can't actually afford to get an armor that would be appropriate for what we're trying to do here. Not the best Arcane Sanctuary run I've ever seen. Maybe Diablo will turn around for us, huh? Whee! Don't know what that item is. I'm pretty sure it's not worth anything. That's definitely not. Okay. That's all I like to do in Act 4. We're off to the final act of the game, Act 5. And I like to do World Stone. We're going to do Bale. Oh, blooms. Ow. Like I said, they're actually a dangerous enemy. Worldstone's actually a pretty reasonable place to farm in terms of the drop tables, and it's a level 85 area, but I don't have Wisp Protectors and junk like that to help with Gloams, which I probably would want if I was going to try to farm this. I also don't like Hammerdin trying to chase down Gloams, so this is not the class I would like to farm Worldstone with, frankly. Same thing, there's magic immunes here in the Act 2 guys. Alright, made it to the throne. Whoa, 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 whoa. That actually hurt real bad. Oh, there's an elite here. Okay. Having a hard time killing him because my hammers are clipping the corner. Alright, chill. He's down, drink a rejuve. Tap off the Holy Shield real quick. Get up here, start throwing some hammers. Alright, so once again, this is the magic immune spawn. Fate has gone off on my merc, that's pretty cool. So we throw these hammers to kill the summons, because these guys are magic immune to magic. And we are going to let our merc plow through these guys with fanaticism. This is why I think Hammerdin should take 1 point to fanaticism, which is pretty standard to be fair. Alright, he will be successful in killing the rest of these guys. So let's get cleansing going. We can get the poison off ourselves here. What's going on here? Alright, all down. Back in position. Council here. Hopefully we kill him before they drop too many Hydras. Merc's in a great spot. You actually want him to be attacking immediately so he can start leeching before he dies to Hydras. Can't spawn the next wave until the Hydras are dead. Trash. Back in position. Venom Lords. On to Bale. Oops, I forgot minions. Okay, well that could end badly for my Merc. Nah, we're okay. This class is so good at killing minions. Alright. So they're all down. Now on to Bale. Lost, you know, maybe 15 seconds there, a little less. Being a little out of order there, no big deal. Go. Ah. Spin to win. Hammer's clipping walls and stuff. Fort Ruin. We're out of here. Go. Top off with Mala. Vigor our way down here to Kane. ID my junk. 25 magic find.
Afternoon.
Only useful in that I don't have a war traves yet, but until I do, I just think I'm going to stick with what I have. Okay. So I do Pendle last. He's how I finish every run, because Pendle historically never gives me anything good. So I'm going to keep running Pendle until I get a good item. That is my goal in life. Now, there is a specific way from when you spawn at that waypoint to look at the wall art to see how to get to Neelathok. I'm not covering that in this video, but you can 100% know the direction to go, so you can do a quick run to Neelathok. There's a lot of immune to physical guys down here, which can get your Merc killed, because he'll keep beating on people he can't leech from. And your Mercenary basically stays alive because of leech. Now, Neelathok is dangerous because of corpse explosion, so you want to get up to him as quickly as possible. Burke died again. Once again. Tissue paper HP. Ow. Ow. Trying to click the portal. Alright. We're out of here. Heal. So we're good at getting our Merc killed right now. Resurrect Azrael. Up we go. Oh god, he has Conviction. So, this is not my favorite place to farm with a Hammerdin because it's super narrow, but we got there. And then I am a save and exit guy. And that's the end of the run, guys. So, let's quickly throw in another game. We're not going to repeat the whole run here in this video because you kind of get the point. So, the reason I like that run, which was not remotely demonstrated in this video by no fault of my own, is you cover a wide array of drop tables, right? So there's a pretty good chance you have different odds of finding a variety of things. It's probably a little bit slower than other runs because it's quicker to specialize in one type of run and to get really good at doing it than to kind of spread yourself out. But I find this more engaging and less boring. You can always cut different pieces out if you don't like it. You can add pieces too. There's very few areas the Hammerdin can't farm. You know, we could have hit, Shanked on the way through, which, you know what, when we wrap up here, let's just go hit some other areas that I skipped. And this is by no means exhaustive. I mean, this character can really farm most areas. So let's go up here. Let's hammer this guy down. Nada. Get the holy shield going. Whoops. Go down. Some things from this guy. Nada. You know, no big deal. And we could go get, Thresh Socket. You know, we can go down this way and get. There's a unique down here we can grab real quick too. This guy is who I wanted. Get that super unique, you know. Okay, cool. Go back up here. We could go farm Thresh Socket if we want to. You get the idea. You can farm most of the areas in the game, particularly areas outside of Act 2 with a Hammerdin, and that's kind of the charm, to add and cut whatever you want or dislike, want or don't want. Don't all these anymore. It's not useful. Sell it for gold. In terms of drip feed of items, you also get the chance of, so you hit all 3 bosses that drop keys, and all 3 bosses that drop essences, or rather you get a shot at every essence, 4 actually, between Andariel, Mephisto, Diablo, and Bale. So as a result, at any point you can really be getting a steady drip feed of something that can be transferred into currency. For example, respec tokens, 3 of them get you about an ist at current market price at the time I made this video. A full key set, can also get you an ist. Not to mention any high-end drops you get along the way, or just decent stuff, right? So, in this run, for example, we stumbled upon a Mal, which is fantastic. Half an ist. We got a Co. Great for like little low-end stuff. We got some P gems too. Oops. Not a lot of P gems, but a couple P gems along the way. We hit Countess for a couple of runes here. These are currency rooms. They trade towards things. So, a couple extra torches I have in my stash. All in all, a pretty rewarding way to do Magic Find runs, in my opinion. Once again, there is a lot of different ways to do this, but this is how I like to do it. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Next time I will probably showcase, how I quickly run Countess and how I quickly run Summoner, which is probably the character I run the most just because it's easy to play, it's fast, and it's fun. So that'll be my next video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see everyone next time.